Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, my name is Sonia, my pronouns are she, her, and welcome back to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. We're doing NECA again today, a little bit of a throwback. This is a set from the sort of weird nebulous time when NECA actually overproduced their 2-packs, because I think people were just kind of complaining that, hey, we can't find these. If we're not there the day they put them out, we just don't get them. So they went to course correct, which is very admirable, but they maybe did a bit too much. Like the Splinter Baxter Stockman 2-pack sat for a while because there were just so many of them. Same with the Punk Frogs and Wingnut and Screwloose. In fact, you can still find I can still find Wingnut and Screwloose just at my Targets, like in my local area. That's kind of how ubiquitous and how many of them they printed. But there was another one they printed, a bit too many of, that sat for a while. And which is a real shame because they're two really good characters, really fun characters, and two characters that are pretty integral to the show's history. And I'll be honest, they sat for so long, I didn't end up picking them up until we were out shopping with some of my birthday money, me and my girlfriend, and went down to my local toy store, the Toy Department, a really awesome store. If you're ever in, the Cincinnati area, it's about, 25-ish minutes up from Cincinnati. Super cool place. They just moved to a new store, or a new location. And I found this for $20 because there's so many of them. So let's dig into the Rat King and Vernon. A weird pairing to be sure, but one that makes kind of sense when you realize what some of this comes with here. So the best thing about this is it was already opened. So that's why it was so cheap. So I don't have to worry about any twist ties, any knives, nothing. We can just pop it open and let's go. So let's pop it open and let's go. Even though it's been opened, I have not opened this. There we are. Just get that out of there. Got our little plastic prison shot of all the cool stuff that these guys come with. You see Vernon, you see the Rat King. And let's actually open up Vernon first. This is actually one of the main reasons I did not buy this set originally. He's been probably taken out and definitely messed with. Because, all of his joints are great. That's actually not a bad plus side of getting, pre-owned figures. Is that sometimes people, life happens and you never want to sell, but sometimes you have to sell. And so, if you've taken it out and, messed with it, posed it, gotten all the stiffness out of all the joints, somebody else, can come along and really get that, that little extra. So there we have Vernon Fenwick. Yes, I know his last name without looking because I'm that much of a nerd. He is April's coworker, cameraman, professional coward, I would say. Professional coward and slimeball. He is always looking to try to one-up April. He's always looking to, steal her scoops, her stories, trying to make himself look better as a reporter and, of course, to his boss, Bern Thompson. So we're going to look at him first. We're not going to get the accessories out yet because I want to look at the Rat King because these are kind of entwined and I don't want to bury the lead here. So then we get the Rat King, who, oh, God, this guy looks so cool. Oh, look at those hands. The Rat King is one of my favorite TMNT villains. I realized after rewatching the show, because there are some episodes that do not involve the Rat King, at all, until, the second act, and he just shows up, and he's just I'm here now, we're doing a Rat King story, and it's just they're one of them, it's the Great Baldini. It's all about, a magician who, uses his illusions to, help the mob steal a jewel from a museum. And then they're going to escape the sewer, and the Rat King just hey, you're on my turf. I'm taking your gem. And then it just becomes, he just shows up. There's no preamble. He just shows up and does stuff. I love the Rat King. The Rat King, if you don't know, is voiced by Townsend Coleman. Let's get a look at this guy right here. Look at him. This big, menacing, just guy that lives in sewer. He's voiced by Townsend Coleman, the voice of Michelangelo, and some others, and he's just got this super cool, scary, deep voice. Vernon is falling. And when I met Townsend, I actually asked him, I was like, it's so different than most of your other voices, because Townsend Coleman, he voices, he does Michelangelo, he does The Tick, he does He did Gobo on, they did an animated Fraggle Rock series. And they're all just like kind of fun, kind of goofy characters. And then you get to the Rat King, who's just so guttural and he's just so evil and it just oozes out. And I asked him, I was like, so what was your inspiration for that voice? It's so different than other voices. And he just like looked me dead in the eye and he said Shirley Temple. And I love those guys so much. And I will always find a way to fit in me talking about meeting the turtles because they are super awesome. So let's get these guys actually out in front here. A little bit of a new setup here. And come on, boy. Come on, big boy. Come on, you're the king of the rats and you can't stand up for 5 seconds. Come on now. That'll work. All right, so let's look at all these cool accessories they come with. And we're going to start by explaining, oh, there he goes, why Vernon is paired with the Rat King. And actually, I remember now, the main reason that I didn't pick up this 2-pack is because I really wanted the Rat King. In fact, I was going to get the Rat King as just a standalone figure, because, you know, some places sell just halves they split the 2-packs in half and just sell the individual figures. Because I didn't really have a use for Vernon, because at that time, the April O'Neil, I think she comes with the bashed-in foot soldier. That 2-pack, it was rare, hard to find, well over $100, maybe even $200 at that point. So I'm like, I'm not getting an April. But then, if you've been watching my channel, you know, we did the unboxing of the Ultimate April O'Neil that came out. And so I'm like, well, I have an April, now I need Vernon. But as to why Vernon is packaged with the Rat King, that's because there is an episode where the Rat King uses, I think it's some discarded mutagen and some like electricity or something. Basically, he's turning people into rat people, were-rats, if you will. I think the episode might be called Night of the Were-Rat. So Vernon, it's Vernon and Irma that get under his were-rat spell. So Vernon, and then also the Irma that came with the SDCC 4-pack that they did for the Channel 6 News Crew. They both come with arms and heads to turn them into their were-rat forms. So this thing is really weird and kind of creepy. Like, they still sound like themselves. They don't... Yeah, and like the little mouth opens. They still sound like themselves, but they have to take orders from the Rat King, because as the king of rats, he controls all rats. Let's get this out here. Vernon's got some other hands in here. God, I cannot tell you how nice this is to not have to, like, pop things out of, like, fresh plastic and just be able to just pull things out, put them on the card, show them to you. So, yeah, Vernon, he comes with the grip hands. He has some open palm hands here, and he has a pointing hand, a little pointing finger, mainly for him to point and then scream at things, because Vernon's great. He is an absolute coward. Like, he will try to do everything he can to, like, undermine and weasel his way into things. Very much sort of like the 80s, greed is good, do whatever you have to do just to get ahead. But the second things turn south, he is running the other way. He is hilarious. We also get the Channel 6 camera, which I think we got a version of with April. I don't know if it's this exact version or not. But I think it might be the same version. I'm not sure. It comes out with little handhelds. You can do shoulder mounted. You can do handheld. So that's great. And then let's get to the Rat King, because the Rat King is just super fun. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he did use a form of mutagen to create these were-rats, because we have got a canister of discarded mutagen, not full mutagen. He's getting the runoffs. He lives in the sewer, like on a throne of garbage. This guy, I want to know his backstory. I don't think we've ever gotten the Rat King's backstory as to why there's just this guy living in the sewer who can command rats. He just is. He's like Darkseid. Rat King is. He's also got extra hands. 3 extra hands. It's weird. Normally his hands come in sets. But, oh well, there go all that. Oh, we don't need this anymore. Normally they come in sets, but... once again, so he's got the open hands there. He's got grip hands here. He's got a pointing hand, so he can point, you know, at people and declare that they are trespassing in his sacred domain. I love doing the Rat King voice. It hurts, but I love doing it. And what is a Rat King without some rats? Oh, God. So we're going to look at these soda pop grenades first, actually, because my God, they are going everywhere. In fact, I'm going to put them into his little belt that he has. Yeah, that's the other fun thing about Rat King, is he's also kind of the garbage king, in that he actually uses whatever he finds in the sewer, like, as weapons. So yeah, he uses the shells, the actual soda pop cans, and he fills them with explosives, and he makes grenades. So he's got those. Whoops. God, everything is slipping everywhere today. You guys are seeing a comedy of errors. It is, at the time of recording, it is close to Halloween, so trick or treat is very much in fashion here. And I'm getting tricked left and right, so you've got that. Then you've got his rats, which are kind of adorable. You've got one little scurrying rat over here, and you've got two little rats here that should be able to, like, go around him, because he's always got, like, rats on him and stuff. Yeah, so you can, like, that's great. Like, the little tail is, like, rubber, so you can, like, put the rats on the Rat King. That's super cool. And then the Rat King, one of his biggest weapons to use is, and that's the whole thing about the Rat King, is that he is, at the end of the day, he is a Pied Piper analog. At least in the 87 he is. 87 cartoon, because he comes with his pipe. It's actually really nice. It actually has some decent little markings and coloring on it. He comes with his mystical rat pipe that can control any rat, and that includes Splinter. In fact, that's his first appearance, is taking control of Splinter and pitting him against the turtles. So, that's it. It's a really cool pack. Like I said, these things are cheap. These things are like, people are almost trying to give them away because they just made so many of them. But they're a really nice set. I do wish we had a different head for Vernon. We just get like his confident head. I really would have loved like a screaming in terror head, because those are pretty much his two emotions, are confident and ready to undercut anybody, and then screaming in terror because he has gotten way in over his head. But yeah, other than that, like, the Rat King looks awesome. Like, he's got a great face sculpt, the rats being able to hang off of him, and they stick really well too. Like, they stick really well. And you can, like, put them wherever. You could, like, have them probably, like, on his knee. Like, can you wear it like a little tie? Can you wear it like a little tie? You can kind of wear it like a little tie. But yeah, I think they're supposed to be predominantly, like, on his, like, arm there. But yeah, it's just so cool. Really cool character. And I'm really happy I picked these up. So, if you guys enjoy watching me unbox stuff, enjoy watching me ramble about Ninja Turtles and other nerdy things, you all know what to do. You like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell of notifications so you never miss a fun, nerdy video from me. And until next time, I've been Sonia, and this has been Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. Bye!